Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Doodles. You're watching the Doodles Show. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday, and we're just going to jump straight into this one. The first thing I want to talk about is the terrorist attack that happened in Nice last night, in which 84 people were killed, including 10 of them which were children, in a horrific terrorist attack. A man drove a truck through crowds of people during a celebration for Bastille Day. I can't remember how you pronounce that exactly, but you'll know what I'm talking about. People were celebrating, there'd just been some fireworks, everyone was having a good time, and then a man drove a truck down through a crowded place. Absolutely horrific. This man, when he finally pulled over, when the van finally got stopped, he went to go pull out a gun, but the police thankfully shot him dead. Absolutely horrific terrorist attack, and it just seems like we cannot catch a break. Every time we think that things are dying off a little bit, something else happens. Obviously, we had all the stuff in the last couple of months related to the terrorist attacks in Orlando and other bits and pieces. I'm not going to go into it too much now, but there's been so much tragedy over the last few months, and now 84 more people have lost their lives. Absolutely horrific. I just want to quickly mention that to anyone out there that hasn't maybe heard the news yet. It is all over the news today. Absolutely horrific story, and my thoughts go out to all the people affected by it. It truly is terrible. And in other news, Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones is set to become a dad again at 72, with someone I believe is 47 years younger than him. She lives in America and Mick Jagger is based in London. However, apparently that is how he wants to keep it. He does not want to have a sort of very intimate relationship with the woman. He is going to dedicate his time and effort to the child. Apparently he's a really good father to all his children. However, there's no plans on them to being an actual couple in a sort of day-to-day role. Very interesting and very weird that despite the fact he's 72, he's going to become a dad again, because although there's nothing wrong with it, obviously he'll probably die fairly early on in the child's life, more than likely, which is an absolute shame. But hopefully while he's around for many, many more years to come, he'll be able to give this child a wonderful life, and I wish him all the best. And in another topic related to gaming, Nintendo have announced that they are set to release a mini NES in November 2016. It is a standalone plug-in box, much like the sort of the cheap Sega ones that you can pick up pretty much anywhere, like supermarkets and toy stores. It's going to be a HDMI displayed original Nintendo Entertainment System. Nintendo Entertainment System. It's going to use HDMI. It's going to come loaded with 30 games, including Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3, Donkey Kong, 2 of the Legend of Zelda games, some Castlevania games, amongst a few others. The bad news is you can't use cartridges with it, which absolutely sucks. It would have been a great way for Nintendo to sort of bring back the retro consoles, because although it's cool having the box where we can play all the games, and chances are those 30 games are going to be the ones that majority of people are going to want to play, some people still have their old cartridges or will go on eBay and that and try and hunt some out. And then Nintendo could have also released their own. They could have brought back the Nintendo cartridge, which would have been absolutely cool and a missed opportunity by Nintendo. But the cool thing is you can use the original, well, it's not the original NES controller. You can get an NES controller that's like the original, but it uses the same port as the controls, the classic controllers on the Wii, and then you can also use it on the Wii U to play your eShop games, which is really cool. You can also use the classic controllers that you've already got to play, which is awesome too. And it would have been cool if you could have maybe downloaded eShop games onto this, but no, I don't know, maybe something will happen, maybe they will change things depending on what the public is saying about it, but overall I think it's a cool idea, and hopefully this encourages them to do maybe a SNES or maybe an N64 one in the future. Who knows, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that one. But that is enough about that story now. Now, the next up we're going to talk about is The Walking Dead Season 7 is coming back in October 2016. I am so excited about this. I am a huge Walking Dead fan. Like, I am stupidly addicted to this program. When the episode airs, I just can't wait for the next 167 hours of the week to pass so I can watch the next episode. I truly love it that much. But AMC have released a promo shot for it, which I'll put on screen now if you're watching the YouTube video. If you listen to the podcast version, obviously you won't see it. And a trailer is set to be released next Friday, Friday, which is July 22nd, and I cannot wait to see it. I can imagine this is going to absolutely blow up over social media, and I imagine there's millions and millions of people waiting for this trailer to drop and are so excited about it. So that is really, really cool. And now I'm going to move quickly over to Pokemon Go, the game that is taking the world by absolute storm. It is finally being released in the UK amongst many other countries, and the world is loving it. There has been some horror stories though, including one which I read today in which a man got stabbed while out playing Pokemon Go, yet he did not go and receive medical attention. He completed his hunt. He was walking down the street and he had his phone out, and he saw another guy with his phone out, and he asked him if he was playing Pokemon Go, because this game has really been bringing people together. And for his troubles of asking the man stabbed him in the shoulder. Absolutely horrendous and pointless, but it did not deter this wannabe Pokemon master. He continued his quest, he caught his Pokemon, and then he received medical attention. There's some dedication amongst people. I know a lot of people that go huge distances to try and capture Pokemon, defeat gyms, and find Pokestops. Some people are really, really addicted to it. Where I live, more importantly, just my street and estate is a literal dead zone when it comes to Pokemon Go. You can find next to nothing. Maybe get the odd Pidgey if you're lucky, but I'm struggling a lot to find stuff. I have to go out of my way to find them, and I have to go some stupid distances and drive around town and sort of find locations where I can stop and walk around, try and catch them. It's an absolute pain in the ass, and hopefully over time as more people play it, the cities and towns will become more populated, but who knows. But yeah, some dedication going on in the Pokemon Go community, and people been posting all over Twitter. Boogie2988 has been all over his town finding Pokestops, and he's been absolutely loving it. Alpha Omega Sin posted up something, he took over a gym recently, and yeah, the world is loving it. I don't know how long this will last. I predict it will probably last about a month or two, and then it will die off, and you'll get your hardcore people playing it, but for the most part the community will die off. But for the minute it is taken over, and there is no intermittent sign that it is going to slow down. It is going to keep going for quite a while, especially with the updates of the trade features and stuff like that. And I really do dig it. I just wish there was more Pokemon in my immediate area, but not to worry. So right, that is it for the general news of the day and the week. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, hit that like button, and if you haven't watched a video before on this channel, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on the future ones. I thank you guys so much for watching. The layout of the videos will probably change over time because I'm still sort of adapting to how I'm going to do these videos, but thank you guys for sticking around. If you do, make sure you check out the next one because I'll be talking about the YouTube news and the drama that's going on. Once again, thank you so much for watching. My name is Doodles, and I'll see you guys next time.